Hey everybody, it's Rick OShay playing Marvel Puzzle Quest. Thanks for jumping on again or coming for my last token video. We are going to play Welcome to S.H.I.E.L.D. starring Misty Knight, the brand new 4-star character. We have a bunch of battles to finish off here, and we're going to do that and jump right into the action. By the way, stay tuned for later in the game. We're going to talk about a couple of instructions on how we're going to do just a kind of a mini game where you guys play along and try to guess certain characters. A lot of you know what this is about. If you don't, hang on for that and we'll announce that after a little bit. Let's jump into the action with Misty Knight. I want to earn some more of her shards, and that will be able to take her up to another level once I get 25 of them. And let's do battle number one. We're going to play Misty Knight against the 4-star version of Quake. Could be a little bit of a battle here because she also has a blue and green ability, and we're going to have to fight over that AP quite a bit. We could play my Misty Knight, who is leveled up to 218, but we'll borrow this system version available at 270. Let's jump into it and see if we can win. We'll talk about what we can do for strategy. This is kind of very much like a Crash of the Titans, and everybody loves playing those. There's a match 4 in purple on the board. Purple's not a super helpful color for Misty, and I think what we'll do is leave it for Quake, and she will definitely take it. Now she'll pick up a couple of green on the line break of the match 4 either way, but that's fine. I think we want to jump out at yellow here. So yellow, blue, and green are our very important colors and abilities, and I think if you get the opportunity, you want to play them in the right order or a strategic order. You don't have to, but blue is probably the best one to start with. This is control, puts attack tiles on the board on a certain row that you choose, and you want to choose a row where it has a lot of green for your team's strongest color, and then whatever the enemy team's strongest color happens to be green in this case. So we'll probably try to pick a row that has 3 or maybe 4 green on it. And then once those attack tiles are on the board, you want to play Saturday Night Specialist, because that'll increase the value of your special tiles and then fortify some of them as well. Awesome. Plus it adds some of your team's strongest color to the board, and that is going to be green. Sometimes you might want to play that before blue because you get more green on the board and hopefully in a certain row. But if I get more green on the board, I probably want to match it to build up for my strong color, and that is Bionic Beatdown. It only costs 8 and does a really good amount of damage, and it does additional damage based on how many fortified tiles are on the board. That's why you want to try to play the other abilities first to build up to that huge Bionic Punch. Alright, so what do we want to do here? There's really no blue or yellow left after the first couple of matches, so we're going to see if we can line those up a little bit. And we don't want her to get a lot more green, actually. That match 4 in black sets up, yeah, we don't want to do that. That sets her up for a green match. So let's do this blue. And we get lucky with some green. And then you see here, this is a pretty rare moment where this row has 4 green on it. I think let's go ahead and play it. Even if we have to match one away, I think this is a good spot to do this. We'll play this as control. And look at that. The tile I was worried about did become fortified. That's great. It'll stay on the board even if I match it. So let's go for maybe this direction. And the attack tiles are going to add up damage every single turn. Quake's at 6 green. She does a lot of damage with her Earthquake ability, but it costs 11, so it's kind of on the expensive side. I think we're going to be alright. We have our green ready to play, but let's try to get yellow and win the right way if possible. Maybe yellow will drop here. Perfect. She set us up for a yellow match, and I think I'll do it. You should try to keep that attack tile on the board. She'll probably take green and I'll lose the other attack tile anyway. That's alright. We have both of our other abilities ready to play. So Saturday Night Specialist will increase the value of our of our attack tiles, add more green to the board. Nice. So we could try to get more blue and yellow to play, but I think we're just going to go ahead and go for the bionic beatdown, since it's 5,900 damage straight up, plus an additional 800 plus for each fortified tile on the board. There's 4 of them. That's a win. Cool. All right, so I think we covered the strategy, or at least the way you hope to get the battle to go in your favor. And we get 15 Misty Shards with 25 coming up next. That'll be great when we get it. So now let's see if we can take on a level 270 Misty Knight. By the way, this enemy can't be stunned. Kind of a boss setup. And we'll play again. Let's see. Yeah, we'll play the same way and see if we can best an enemy Misty Knight set up in the exact same build that we are. So there's blue, green, and yellow to be matched away all over the board. Not a lot of green though, and really not a lot of blue. I think in this case, let's still go for blue. I was thinking we should go for green, but we lucked out. She then went for yellow, so now we want to get the only green left to be taken. And she's running really well on yellow. She's got 7. What do we want to do here? I think I want to get that blue, but if we did this blue, it'll set her up for a match 4 in yellow. That's even worse. So I think we'll just take a yellow match maybe this way. So she's playing Saturday Night Specialist. Didn't do a lot because she didn't have any special tiles on the board already. And the green that she added to the board didn't really help her make a match. So we benefit from that by taking this green. And now what do we do? Really want to get blue going ASAP, and it's just so difficult to line up a blue match at the moment. Do we go for that match 4 up above in purple? I guess so. We'll drop black into the match 4 here. Pick up a couple blue on the line break. And that's the tough part about playing an enemy that is the exact same color scheme as you. Is you're basically always fighting for the same color matches. This black match would line up a blue, but she'll take it if we do that. So let's just do a non-move here and see if she sets us up. Not exactly, although I will go for the green, right? Sure. Okay, and now we get a line break that picks up a blue and yellow. That's pretty good. Quite even match, but I think we're just about to take over here. And so once again, the enemy team's strongest color is green, so is ours. If we play blue at the right location, we'll get 2, maybe 3 fortified attack tiles, and maybe we can get a better lineup. Maybe it's not worth it. I like to look and see what's my next move gonna be once I play this. Probably the yellow over there. So yeah, let's go ahead. Let's play this as control. That seems like a fine spot down there. Maybe we'll pick up a couple of attack tiles on green. Awesome, it worked. And now let's go ahead with yellow, because if it adds green to the board and it matches those attack tiles, we won't lose the attack tile. Very nice. Alright, let's look at our attack damage. 5901 plus 800 for each fortified tile on the board. This is going to be close, guys. Let's go for it. It takes our fortification away. And no, let's do something here first. No. What I was thinking is Misty Knight will heal allies if there is a fortified tile matched or destroyed. We have no allies, and in fact we can't have a defender on our team to also heal Misty herself. So this doesn't really work out for trying to get a healing in. I thought that's what we were going to go for. Let's just see how much damage we get from a bionic beatdown. A complete knockout with 5 attack tiles fortified on the board. What a hit. That was over 9,000 damage for a new character. I will take that for sure for an 8 cost ability. And we get the 25 Misty Shards that we need to level her up. So let's, as we head into the next couple of battles, let's take a real quick pit stop here to go to our new characters here toward the back. And there we go. I think what we'll do is spend shards on, you almost always want to do this on the strongest damage ability, but we're going to get that green from another event coming up soon, the shield simulator. So let's spend our shards on yellow, and now there we go, 3, 4, 4, and I think I have a couple of levels worth of moving up here, a couple of power levels, and that's 152,200 ISO. Let's do it. She's already at 229. Awesome. Okay, so well equipped to move forward. And you know what, by the way, I was here and forgot to level up my Legion, so let's just do that now while we're spending ISO like crazy. 74,300. Luckily, you guys got me the perfect cover to go to 444, and any next cover I get is allowing him to be champed, and we'll get that soon from the boss event, and we'll cover that again soon. That is now open, and looking forward to run you guys through that. Let me know how you like that event. It's been a while since we've had it. So, all right, now that we've leveled up Misty Knight, let's get into this battle here, where we have to play a Shuri on our team. And I've messed around a little bit before. Let's get her leveled up to full health. And we could play Misty Knight again. I don't think we'll use ours. We'll use the system available level 360 just to make things a little more awesome. And so we've got yellow, blue, green, red, and we don't really have a black and purple user for this match. And I thought, who could we bring that would be kind of a fun black and purple to use in this case? Let's do this. Let's kind of go a ways down here and grab our Maria Hill. I don't know if she's going to add a lot to this, but she can put some strike tiles onto the board that Misty can increase their level. Let's do it. Since we're going to need some help in this one, the enemies are a higher level, we'll boost AP and try to win. So the tough part here is Deadpool really protects his team quite a bit. If you do too much damage to one of his teammates, he'll place a countdown that retaliates for a bunch of damage. Plus, we have Peggy on their team that will be increasing the cost of our abilities the entire time that she is above 40% health. She adds a cost of 4 to my abilities. So what we really need to do in this case is go for a lot of red. If we get a lot of red, we can have the benefit from Shuri where she decreases the cost of our abilities. Hope they don't take that red we lined up. Very nice. Okay, let's do, and I also do want to go for blue to keep it away from Peggy. Looks like we're running well here, well enough anyway. I'm going to do this blue, sets up a red match, yep, they take it. Oh well, we have the other one lined up reasonably enough, and we're close to being able to play blue. Oh, look at that, that's great. Now we have a match 4 in blue that gets a green match. We could do this match 4 in green, but I want to do the blue one, and here's why. Because it might drop a tile right there perfectly in line for that red match, or there's also kind of a 40% chance it lands either there or there anyway. So let's do this one. Alright, no red dropped down where we wanted, but it was worth the shot. And now we just need to get a line break that picks up a little more red couple of times here. Peggy's got 10 blue. That's super dangerous because if she gets one more blue, she can play her double stun. It's bad. Really bad to have that happen. Okay, we're doing well. We could play our blue, but I really want to wait. We're so close to getting red played. This lines up a red. They may steal it from us. All right, this is what we were waiting for. Let's go white that drops red and yellow. Perfect. Okay, that's gonna hurt. Military Might actually takes away a couple of their other AP. And now here we go. Let's go ahead and play Vibranium Virtuoso. Just for a quick look, our costs are very just out of control. Cost of 11 for that one, cost of 10 for that one. Once we play this, all of our costs are reduced by 3 after Peggy is increasing them by 4. So at least things are back down to reasonable cost, and we can play a lot of abilities. So we want to get our probably another red match next. Let's do this though. Best of Intentions is an inexpensive ability, and it puts strike tiles on the board. And that countdown is dangerous for dealing self-damage to Maria herself, but I think we're going to be in okay shape here. Good, they did match it away, so we don't have to worry about the self-damage coming in immediately anyway. And now, what do? Go ahead and play our trap tiles for damage. If we do too much damage for Peggy, we're going to take even more hits from Deadpool like we already did. This will add green to the board. That's probably good. There's a lot of green. We can get some awesome automatic matches. Yep, let's play this as control first. Green and red. Maybe we'll get tiles here. Okay. Working relatively well. You know what? We could play it again. Should we do it again? Yeah, there's a really good spot to play it again. Let's do it here. And we're running the risk of taking some damage from Deadpool here, but we're really working Peggy down, and it was perfect timing. We got her down just to the point where her AP cost increase is no longer in effect. So that means we can start taking on Deadpool. Let's play Best of Intentions again. The cost is now super cheap, and here we go. Now that we've played our additional strike tiles and attack tiles, we'll play Vibranium Virtuoso at a cost of only 5. Fortifies our special tiles all over the place, and check this out, guys. We're going to play Saturday Night Specialist, which adds more green tiles to the board. If we match fortified tiles automatically, we're going to get a bunch of damage. This is good. Alright, we didn't get any automatic matches of green, but this could be even better than I thought. There's an extra move now on the board with so many fortified tiles. Check this out, how much damage are we going to get for up against a full health Deadpool. All the way knocked out from those fortified tile matches. That is just crazy, and it's not done yet. Wow. Tons of damage to a full health Agent Venom also. This is fun. Alright, let's play. This is control. Green and red once again. We'll just go here. Damage plus fortified special tiles. Just pick another spot to do it again. All these fortified tiles are helping our team tremendously. More Vibranium for fun. Look at this board. Out of control. We're going to win it with a Bionic Beatdown. Nice. That match could be really tough, but things worked quite well toward the end there. And that match damage on fortified tiles, I think Shuri is going to be a very, very good partner for Misty Knight, and I'm glad the developers saw that opportunity and said that we should play them together. Alright, so we have 2 more nodes here. We're going to get into the really, really tough battle against this training team that is very commonly the hardest battle to go through. But let's talk really quickly before I forget about our play-along game. We've done it before a few times. I'm going to draw a whole bunch of standard tokens, and here's what you guys can do. So the draw rate of getting a 3-star from standard tokens is about 1 in 43. So we've got a bunch of tokens. I've got 1,300 plus to pull here, and I'll do the quick claim at 50 apiece. Your job is in the comments of this very video, put in your guesses of what 3-star we're going to get, and I'll draw until we get like 3 or 4 of them from multiple 50 packs. And if you get the 3-star character guessed correctly, we'll give you a shout out in the next video. So, you know, there's a bunch of 3-stars that it could potentially be, and the first person that guesses the character that we get along the way, we'll give you a shout out. So I'll do a draw here. Hey, we got a 2-star right away. And of course, I accidentally did a 50 pack. So we'll see if we make this a good example. I'm going to guess Hot Guy as my 3-star character. And of course, this doesn't count for anything, but this is the example of the game. See if we get a 3-star, and it was Iron Man. So we got a 3-star along the way. There's usually about 1 in every 50 pack draw. Could be more, could be 0. And of course, I'll get bonus shards at the end. But put in your guesses down in the comments, and we'll see who is the first 3 correct character guesses in the next video. So we'll do this a bunch of times in that one and go from there. So that's a lot of fun. All right, let's jump into the second to last battle here, see if we can win. This is one of the hardest battles in shield training, of course, and it's against a bunch of enemies that are level 575. We'll take them on with our Misty Knight. In this case, she's a level 530, super boosted. We have to use Green Goblin, Norman Osborn, and he's got some good effects for fortifications along with Misty here. So let's see if we can bring on somebody like Kitty Pryde, where it's going to help a lot. Well, you know what? Let me think for a second. Let's bring a defender in so that Misty's healing can work off of fortified tiles, and we'll bring Jessica along because she also creates some special tiles that will help Misty increase their value and get them fortified. Let's see if we can win. This is going to be a tough one. So let's take on Thing first. The biggest damage abilities that the enemies have are blue with Mordo, green and red from Thing, and also red from Star-Lord. We'll have to watch the AP on that quite a bit. So how do we want to start here? We really want to go for blue to get things started with Misty, and but I usually wait a turn to see if we can get a trap from Jessica on those colors. She places 1 trap per turn until there's 4. So let's get this blue. And we hit a trap first try. The great thing about hitting traps, obviously, is it's damage, but it's passive damage. We don't have to play an active ability to get that to happen. And when we match a trap, we earn AP in our team's strongest color, being red. That's great. So right now, I probably want to go for more blue, honestly, but let's get red here. It's the only red match available on the board. I didn't want that to wait too long. All right, and we need to watch green, but how do we set up more blue matches? I guess we'll just go for this one. And now we get a reveal of where our traps are when we have 6 or more blue. And so I want to spend my blue with Misty, but let's keep the traps revealed for a little bit first, because we hit one there. And that's just great. Okay, so we're going to play an ability here, and Star-Lord's going to create a countdown tile on yellow. Our next match is going to be a yellow match after we do this green, so let's take a chance here and play Misty's This is Control. It places attack tiles on red, and this might be a good time because there's the top row has 3 red on it. It's better if the enemy team has a different color than yours because I think your chances of fortified attack tiles are higher, but that's alright. And check it out, our plan worked really well because we get this countdown matched away right away. In fact, let's go ahead and play Defenestrate also. Let's see where he puts his other countdown. Alright, well, what do we want to do? I still want to do this combo move. Just too good. Things are looking good. They're catching up on blue, but nothing really else is going their way. And so we can play yellow whenever we want. It adds red tiles to the board and then increases special tiles. There's not a lot of red in matchable locations, so let's just get a couple other moves in first. Alright, now's a good time. There's automatic matches in red. You don't have to wait, but I like to wait for certain times just in case we can get some free matches in. Saves from you know, moves per turn and damage per turn you can go for. See how it worked? We hit a trap for free and luckily set up an extra move in red. Can you believe that? Alright, so the Star-Lord has a ton of countdowns on the board, but I don't think we're going to end it. We're going to stop playing abilities here. Let's see, which way do we want to do the match? Probably this way. Extra move with traps. I think Jessica was a great idea to bring along here. Kitty Pryde does great as well, but in this specific case, I think we have been running extra well with Jessica. Now, what do we want to do with that critical? We could do a couple of different ways. Let's go with this black. This is going to be a big hit. We get the yellow as well. Critical tile damage for a super boosted Misty is going to be a lot of damage from the match as well. So now I think we target Star-Lord. He is certainly dangerous. Thing isn't in our way any longer. That is a definite bonus. Black tiles are spread out well. Let's go ahead with the Goblin Glider. Star-Lord's dangerous though because of these countdowns. Not only decreases the cost of their abilities, but he also earns AP, random color, when those things resolve off the board. Let's get blue-green combo here. Running well. This is a tough match. This is the hardest match. Our next one, it's a wave node, isn't going to be as difficult as this one, by the way. Alright, so we can play. This is Control. It's now red and black. Their team's strongest color is black now. I don't know. Let's go for maybe this location with those reds. Damage plus attack tiles. Very good. I'm saving our green to hit Mordo with. Okay, things are looking pretty strong. We'll play those pumpkin bombs on red. I usually don't want to take red off the board, but that's just a ton of damage they're going to do when they do fire off. And found another evidence tile. Can you believe that? A big hit coming. Oh man, they got lucky and got red. I thought reducing red from the board would help, and now Jessica is in big trouble. Okay. Let's see if we can get rid of Star-Lord here. One more turn will do it. Oh man. Overkill from the pumpkin bomb. The next one will hit for full damage on Mordo. 14k apiece because of those strike tiles is very good. And now we're in good shape. Okay, let's play Saturday Night Specialist again. Add more red back to the board. Fortify and increase some of our special tiles. We have to be really careful. Jessica's taking some damage, but she's healing up a little bit for... Oh, man, yeah, watch blue, Rick. I was just going to say she's healing up because of fortified tile matches. And that means the team will be healed up from that. Wow, we need to be really careful here. How much damage do we get from Bionic Beatdown in this situation? 41,000 plus 6,200 for each fortified tile on the board. Awesome. Okay. So Mordo has his black ready to play. We need to be careful here. Let's do... We better play Bionic Beatdown now, just in case. It is a full knockout of 90,000 plus damage. Wow, that's huge. A very highly boosted Misty Knight is going to be pretty strong, I predict. Fun. Okay, so here's our last battle. Let's go into it. It's the wave node. It is 3 waves, but the enemies only go up to level 270 at maximum. If we're able to beat this, we will get the legendary token and go on from there. So we'll play Misty Knight again at level 320. Sounds great. Let's bring Shuri back in here. We've got a 480 to play, and then we get to use Green Goblin. All 3 of those are going to be fun, and this really should kind of shred the enemy team in this case. Let's go for it. Want to start with reds again, if at all possible, and then blue's good for Misty to kind of jumpstart the process once again. We get our red, and when you play Shuri's red, usually it's good to have special tiles on the board because it'll fortify those, but in this case, just getting our AP cost decreased for our other abilities is so helpful. It's not worth waiting for special tiles, in my opinion. Okay, match 4 in black. We'll take that. Got a match of a fortified tile, and now our fortifieds are pretty much gone off the board. That's alright. Let's see. How many enemies are in this wave? Let's wait a little bit on Goblin's purple. I want to hit the next wave with it if we can. Black and yellow. Maybe we'll choose that row there. Get a couple of fortifieds, and cool, it worked out. So we got our well, I thought we got our costs decreased. We need one more fortified tile. Let's go ahead with this. We'll play this on... Maybe we'll choose green for fun this time. Basically blows up areas of the board. That's good because now we can match and save our fortified countdown tile. Well, you really get a lot less damage from that compared to Goblin's red. I was thinking you get a little more tile damage from that. Alright, we better wait for Shuri to awaken from the stun. Okay, I greatly underestimated the enemy team in this case, as you can tell. Let's take out... This guy's a real pain. We're going to overkill him for sure. That'll speed this process up. I just want to get through to the win. Add our team's strongest color to the board. It's black, and we get a nice double black match. See who's in this wave number 2 here once we take this guy out. Trying to line up a little more red matches so we can get a lot more fortified tiles on the board. Nice extra move there. Let's do black. And now we're set up well. I think at this point we can finally get our fortifieds going in a faster manner. Black and blue. What's the best row to put them on? Let's see. I guess you could choose a couple different locations. We'll go here. Hopefully we get a couple of those attack tiles fortified. Nice. Now we're up at 4. Go ahead and play our Goblin Glider. Take out the highest health enemy. And now that countdown will be fortified on the following turn. And it will decrease the cost of our ability since there's 5 fortified tiles. And now we can place that Knight Specialist a bunch of times. We need to get more red though. There it is. Okay, so we get our red match lined up, and it also lines up an extra move. Of course, a tile moving character shows up on the following turn. That's about my luck, I think. Good thing I have you guys to run lucky in token draws. So let's do this. Want to take this guy out pretty quickly. Let's just go for a couple of fortified tile matches, which the Vibranium Virtuoso should really do a lot of damage. Saving my green for the 3rd round. You guys probably know who the enemy is in the 3rd round. I actually don't. Let's do this for fun. Twin Blasters is kind of cool. It destroys tiles on the board, and if you happen to destroy a fortified tile, it will stun the opponent. We have an extra move that worked out. Which way is the best way to do the extra move? Probably this direction. We pick up a purple match with the critical and more. Very nice. Looking good. Let's go ahead and play that. Means more fortified tiles on the board. And we move into the final round. How many enemies are in this round? 6 enemies. Alright. So we're going to match away a couple of fortified tiles, not a bunch. Goblin Glider is only able to be played again in the entire match if you get that countdown to resolve. So you really want to make sure you play it at a safe time so that Goblin can fortify it. And check it out. Misty Knight entered the battle. It's kind of a glitch there when you have a knockout on the next character. It's not really Misty Knight who moves in prior to that, but now she's up. Alright, well, let's take out the other enemies and see what we can do here. Really nice combo drop. So these are the last 3 enemies. So let's go ahead and hit this guy with Goblin Glider. Once again, move over to this guy here. Green and black. Lots of black on that row. And this should just about do it for the win. Once again, we'll go to Misty Knight with her Bionic Beatdown. This should do a bunch of damage. It only costs 5 because of all the fortified tiles on the board. And we get the victory. The Welcome to S.H.I.E.L.D. starring Misty Knight is completed. And we get the full progression for the legendary recruit token. Got it. And a few more shards. Well, thanks a lot for coming along. I hope Misty is going to be a good character for you guys. Let me know in the comments how far you got with her covers and levels so far. And don't forget, we're going to play the guessing game on the standard tokens. Pick a 3-star character in the comments, and that will be our help you win a shout out in the following video to see if who gets the guesses right. There's a video presented down below. Please jump into that if it's a good one for you, and hit the subscribe icon, the MPQ banner, and become a subscriber if you're not already. See you guys in the following video below. Bye. Holy shit, that was